Brought to you by Gitanjali Salon, Channi Himmat, Jammu. Follow Ruchika Makeovers on Facebook and Instagram for best bridal makeup in town.
Hello viewers, you're watching Jammu Links News. I'm Mannat Gupta and welcome to the daily updates of Midday News. Let's begin. Jammu and Kashmir recorded 148 COVID-19 cases on Tuesday, taking the virus count to 6,236 in the Union Territory. Of the fresh cases, 20 are from the Jammu region and 128 from the Kashmir Valley. The COVID-19 patients died in Jammu and Kashmir during the past 24 hours, taking the total number of fatalities to 88. The 5 districts, Shopian, Budgam, Kathua, Samba and Kishtwar have no fresh cases. Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu on Tuesday conducted a whirlwind tour of Parmandal Uttarbehni areas. During his visit, the Lieutenant Governor inquired about the project for development of Parmandal Uttarbehni religious tourism circuit. He was informed that the project, with an estimated cost of Rs 50 crore under Pilgrimage Rejuvenation and Spiritual Augmentation Drive, has been submitted to Government of India for approval and funding. With the highest single-day spike of 15,968 cases and 465 deaths in the last 24 hours, India's COVID-19 count reached 4,56,183 on Wednesday. According to the latest update by the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, 14,476 deaths have been recorded due to the infection so far in the country. The count includes 1,83,022 active cases and 2,58,685 cured or discharged or migrated patients. The Union Ministry of Ayush on Tuesday sought details of an Ayurvedic drug touted as COVID-19 cure hours after it was launched by Yoga Guru Ramdev's Patanjali Ayurvedic Limited. The ministry has asked the firm to stop advertisement till the drug and claims about it are examined. The firm claimed that their 2 Ayurveda-based medicines have shown 100% favorable results during clinical trials on COVID-19 infected patients, except those on a life support system. The Jammu and Kashmir government has evacuated about 1,58,871 JK residents stranded in other parts of the country due to COVID lockdown via Lakhanpur and through special trains and buses till date amid strict observance of all necessary guidelines and standard operating procedures. As per the official data received in this regard, the Jammu and Kashmir administration has received 62 special trains at Jammu and Udhampur railway stations from different states and UTs so far, with about 50,071 passengers, while about 1,08,800 persons from other states and UTs, including 328 from abroad, have been evacuated by the government through Lakhanpur till date. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu on Tuesday reviewed the preparedness for the annual Amarnath Yatra, which is expected to begin in the last week of July. This year, the Yatra is likely to begin in the last week of July and its duration will be shortened to 15 days due to the pandemic. The administration, however, has not formally made any decision about it. Divisional Commissioner Sanjeev Verma on Tuesday chaired a meeting of Deputy Commissioners to review the status of land acquisition, requisition cases of Army. The Divisional Commissioner sought case-wise details of land acquisition, requisition cases and asked the DCs for resolving all the pending land acquisition and requisition cases of Army at the earliest. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh on Tuesday said that the widespread use of homeopathy and other medicines to build immunity has generated people's interest in alternative system of medicine. Addressing a virtual meet of some of India's leading experts in Ayush, Singh said that in COVID-19, the prognosis depended on the immunity of the patient and therefore the importance of building immunity was realized with it. Advisor to Lieutenant Governor Basir Ahmed Khan on Tuesday listened to issues of different delegations and individuals, including representatives of traders and business community here at the SKICC. On the occasion, the advisor impressed upon the traders that the LG administration is abreast to the problems faced by them in the backdrop of nationwide lockdown and would take all the steps for the welfare of the community. Advisor to Lieutenant Governor Rajiv Rai Bhatnagar conducted an extensive tour of Jammu city to inspect ongoing development projects being carried out by Roads and Buildings Department. Advisor inspected the construction site of multi-story building and a double-story parking with basement of Government Degree College for Women, Parade, Jammu, besides other development works of the college. He directed the concerned officials for timely completion of these projects so that these can be utilized for public services at the earliest. Jammu and Kashmir administration on Tuesday launched the One Nation One Ration Card scheme at 2 fare shops here on pilot basis. Advisor to Lieutenant Governor Farooq Khan launched the scheme at the fare price shops in Bhagwati Nagar area of Jammu. Khan said under One Nation One Ration Card initiative, eligible beneficiaries from any states and union territory would be able to get their entitled food grains under the National Food Security Act from any fair price shop in the country with interstate probability. Divisional Commissioner Kashmir Pandurang Kepol has called for further strengthening and improving the measures taken to fight COVID-19 pandemic in all districts of Kashmir Division. The Divisional Commissioner said while chairing a weekly meeting convened on every Thursday to review, monitor and evaluate the coronavirus situation in the valley. During the meeting, it was decided to hold more robust contact tracing, revamp the entire containment zone strategy and further strengthen and improve health and medical services. In the wake of the current situation in the LAC, Member of Parliament, Union Territory of Ladakh Jamyang Sering Namgyal met the Chief of the Army Staff General Manoj Mukund Naravne in Leh on Tuesday. MP, reaffirming the bravery of the Indian Army, expressed his gratitude on behalf of the people of Ladakh on the Indian Army's befitting response to the Chinese Army in the Galwan Valley standoff and said that we shall never forget the supreme sacrifice made by our brave soldiers. Security forces on Wednesday apprehended 4 Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorist associates in Sopur following a search operation in Potka Maqam and Chandpura Athura. Sopur Police along with 52 Rashtra Rifles and Central Reserve Police Force launched cordon and search operations simultaneously in Potka Maqam and Chandpura Athura and apprehended 4 Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorist associates, said Jammu and Kashmir Police. Union Secretary School Education and Literacy, Ministry of Human Resource Development Anita Karwal on Tuesday held Project Approval Board meeting of the Samagra Shiksha with the officers of Jammu and Kashmir through video conferencing. Speaking on the occasion, Anita Karwal said that Government of India is willing to provide every kind of assistance needed by the UT of Jammu and Kashmir. She asked the officials to send the detailed project reports of the proposals and upload the progress made with regard to Samagra Shiksha on the Shagun portal. Indian and Chinese armies have arrived at a mutual consensus to disengage from all friction points in eastern Ladakh in a significant development that came in the midst of escalating tension following the killing of 20 Indian soldiers in the clash of Galwan Valley. The decision to disengage the forces locked in a bitter standoff for the last 6 weeks in eastern Ladakh was taken at nearly 11-hour-long meeting between senior Indian and Chinese commanders in Moldo on Chinese side of the line of actual control on Monday.